Do leaders tend to fall into that herd mentality when trying to extrapolate data in order to predict outcomes?
Very much so. The decision-making process is so important, and if there's one takeaway that I would like business leaders to take out of the book, is really that you need to look hard at your decision-making process and make sure that you don't fall into this herd mentality. Part of the reason we don't see gray rhinos is because of our cognitive biases, which become worse when we're in groups. And there's been a lot of work done on confirmation bias, also known as groupthink, which is when you're in a room full of people who are very similar to you, you are much more likely to go along with what the person before you said. And it goes right around the circle where everybody nods, and people don't look at alternative points of view. There's also been a lot of research on diverse decision-making groups handling risk better, on being more productive, their companies being more productive. And by diversity, I mean on all counts. Certainly gender diversity, different cultural backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds, professional backgrounds. If you're all lawyers, how about bring in an engineer or a tech guy? People who are not from that same point of view. Look at age. If you have a 70-year-old, a bunch of 70-year-olds, why don't you try bringing in some 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds? So make sure that your decision-making group represents all of the important stakeholders. Do you have someone who's aligned with your target market? Do you have someone who's aligned with what you need to know about your suppliers and supply chain security? Do you have someone who really understands what's going on with your employees? Do you have all the right points of view covered? And if you do that, if you make sure you've got the right people in the room making the decision, you are much less likely to fall into this herd mentality and end up with a crash.